Hello there. This is Laverne Henderson. Welcome to another edition of Happily Single Ever After. Let's talk about regrets. It is so important that as you go through life, that you not have very many regrets over your decisions, over your actions, over your words. Having regrets is a really an awful thing to have to deal with, especially when you are on your deathbed and kind of reliving your life. In order to avoid that, I think it's important that each and every step of the way, any major decisions that you make, even some minor decisions that you don't give much thought to, it's so important to think ahead. Look on the other side of that decision. Will this be something that you'll regret down the road? Who knows? But it's very important to think first. Consider the ramifications. Think about what will happen if you don't make a particular decision. I've been single for over 40 years. I knew in my early 30s that I have what's called the gift of singleness. And that was very important to me because I knew myself so well. I knew that marriage and being a mom would not fulfill me because I know who I am. I know what I can and cannot do. I valued my independence. I valued my sense of control much more than I did being a wife and a mother. So I made a conscious decision to remain single. Did I look at both sides of the coin? I definitely did. I considered what my life would have been like had I gotten married, had I become a mom. And yes, I could definitely visualize many wonderful and joyous occasions and experiences. But on the same side, on the other side, I could visualize things that possibly could have gone wrong. And we don't like to dwell on negativity. But as I've mentioned before, society calls us pessimists. I refer to myself as a realist because I consider all sides before I make those types of decisions. So here I am, 40 plus years later, and I can honestly say I have no regrets about choosing to remain single. It was a very important decision that I made in my 30s. And if I had it to do all over again in my 60s, guess what? I still would have made the same decision to remain single. The point is to not have regrets. That's the most important thing. Whatever your decision is, if you want to get married, then yes, that should be your aim. If you want to be a mom, wonderful. Go for it. But try very hard to not look back over your life, to not look back over your major decisions, and to regret them. You know, that leads to a lot of heartache and disappointment. It can affect your entire life. It can affect you mentally, physically, and emotionally. So whatever decisions you make, think about the ramifications. Think about whether or not you'll have regrets down the road. And if you still can't decide, sometimes it's best to just be still and not make the decision then and there. Give it some time. So remember, try to live your life, especially if you're single, without regrets. Thanks for watching.